you. Thank you. You made it. Great.
I did.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How's it going? We're Don Martelli. I'm Brandon Martin. This is Ron Morelli. We're going to do improv. We need a suggestion from the audience. So if you're feeling willing, please let us know. You can shout it out. We'll hear a bunch of them maybe. What's the rudest thing that has been said to you this week? Get in there.
About scooters.
Hold on, just say it again.
Stop complaining to me about scooters.
Stop complaining to me about scooters. That someone is a scooter user that said that to you. What else? Has anybody had anything like just super rude where you're just like, okay?
My week's been worse than yours.
Wow.
True.
That was said to you, right? You're not.
Oh, no, you're talking about like internal dialogue. No,
Got it. So this is yourself saying that. All right. You had the intention of rudeness, but you held it back. Okay. How you feel?
I'm tired. I don't
Great.
care.
All right. When lights come up, my week has been worse than yours. In here.
I'm standing here waiting for you to recognize that for 90 minutes I've been pretending to be a coat rack. Since I started taking improv classes, I've become the master of assuming the identity of various inanimate objects. And that just shows you the superpowers I have, that for 90 minutes I watched you get this living room together while I, Sebastian J. Taylor, pretended to be a coat rack, yes-anding everything you did to me. By the way, here's your cap.
Wow. You are by far one of the most naturally talented
Improvisers
I've ever seen in my life.
I've taken all the way to level 3, and I'm now going to go on tour of the East Coast, showing people the magic of now.
That's right. That's right, Mr. Taylor, and
I want to thank you very much, Mafanway, for having me come over to teach you the glorious.
if you don't mind, it's Mr. Mafanway.
Okay, Mr. Mafanway, rule number 1, yes and. So, I'm just telling you that. I've taken level 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 8 times 3, whatever it is. I don't do math because I'm present. So I know that. But I'm going to make you a really good improviser. I swear to you. I'm giving the gifts given to me and giving them on to you. That's how gift giving goes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Mr. Taylor, you can just call me by my last name. I'm sorry I threw my surname in there. Sorry. Just call me Mafanway.
Yes, and Mafanway, I accept your apology. See, that's a very important lesson. Why you're not writing that down, I'm not sure. Here, let me get you a notepad. This is not my hand. This is actually object work.
Oh.
There is like a notepad. That's the magic of improv. And let me go. Oh, that was pretty impressive.
I need a pen.
Here you go. I'll pull one from behind my ear.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Exactly. All of that free because it's object work.
Well, I'm so glad you made it into my living room to teach me classes. I got the two sitting devices ready.
Yes. Yes.
Please tell me where do I begin? I mean, if I'm going to get into
Well,
get into these classes, I need to be prepared.
you have to know the various styles of improv,
Okay.
I mean, there's the Canadian version, which is all about being healthy and being happy
It's
and
also-
being asexual.
Okay.
Then you've got the New York version of improv, which has just become famous and moved to LA. Then you've got the LA version of improv, which is don't sexually harass people even though you're a bunch of horny cis white men. And the Chicago style is you just sit down for the entire show for 30 minutes and then afterwards get drunk and bitch about why you're not on SNL.
Well, I've got the 2 sitting devices. Are we doing Chicago?
That is completely up to you because your time is my time, but my time is not your time because I'm leaving in 20 minutes.
I was gonna say I didn't know the first hour and a half was actually happening because I just didn't know you were here.
Do you see this?
Yeah. Yes.
What do you think this is?
That looks like a beard trimmer, but just the kind that has the 3 little wheels on it that you can only go around your bald face.
Yes!
Okay.
That is the magic of object work. It is not a clock.
Not a clock.
Not a clock.
Okay. So why are 2 sitting devices so important on stage?
Because sometimes when you are being present, you get tired. It is not easy listening to someone drone on and yes and shit. So sometimes you gotta sit down and you gotta go and take off your pocket.
Your razor.
Exactly. This is not a banana or a gun.
Okay. Yeah. So shaving's a big part of it.
New choice.
Okay. So how can I get it? I'm a mover and a shaker. I like hands-on training. How can I put the notepad down and just get into it?
Of course you can. That's the first step. That's what I learned in level 1.
Okay.
Level 2, I learned you need to buy your improv teacher alcohol and cigarettes. And maybe pay off my mortgage and yoga bills. It depends.
I don't have a mortgage yet.
That's okay.
That's
That's the
level 2.
magic of improv.
Okay. So, do you want to do like a scene thing or?
Sure.
Okay.
Give me a suggestion.
Coat rack.
That's dumb.
Okay.
Give me another suggestion.
Plumber.
Nope. That's idiotic.
All right.
One more suggestion.
Oh.
I'm going to give you a hint. Dildo.
All right. I'm gonna have to say dildo.
All right then. Hey, Dad.
Hey, son. So glad you met me in my room.
And see. That's the magic of improv. You know, I got into oob using that.
Really?
Yes.
What's oob?
Hell if I know.
Okay.
It's called $50 wasted.
Got it. All right. So, dildo leads to dad scenes. What
That's
else?
right. That's right.
Okay.
That is absolutely correct.
So, Mr. Sebastian Taylor, what is
Yes,
the?
Mr. Sebastian J. Taylor.
Sorry.
The J is very important because the J stands for Jovile. And that is what improv has made me. You know, before improv, I was an alcoholic. But now I'm an alcoholic in the present.
Mr. Sebastian Joe.
What do you think this is?
Oh, diploma.
Exactly. Not a flask of bourbon.
All right.
So what was your question again?
I mean, what's some more stuff I can do? I mean, get me in there. I want to be ready when I walk into level 1, day 1. I want to know something.
Okay, well, number 1, and I don't want you to do this with me because you're not my type, but you should try dating your improv instructor, marry them, crash their career after a few festivals, and then move to California,
Okay.
where you can produce an improv festival because you married an older improviser. That's my game plan.
Okay, so first off, first day, I need to be ready to mingle. How do
You
I?
need to mingle with
That's
your
right.
other
Okay.
improvisers.
All right, and I'm acting like I'm hitting on you because you're the. In this scenario, you're the instructor, which also
Yes, we're
really
gonna
impressive.
improvise.
Okay.
We're gonna improvise you hitting on me, the improv instructor, whose career you're gonna ruin, but your career is gonna skyrocket. It's like an improviser is born.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hey there.
I'm a virgin.
No way. This is my first day too.
We should basically date after we become friends on Facebook.
Done.
That's a really cool flask of bourbon you had there.
Thanks. My dad gave it to me.
Dildo. And see.
Wow.
That's amazing. That's so
Wow.
amazing. You're
Wow.
going to be ready before you know it for level 2.1.
Can you give me a little,
I'm going to give you something
all right.
that my instructor in level 2 gave me. He gave me 3 words to live by.
Don't marry her.
That's very close.
Okay.
Zip. Zap. Zap.
Is that like a cool, like, see you later, zip, zap, zap? Is that a
Basically, it was. And I have lived by those 3 words every time I wake up in the morning and I go outside to my car,
saying? All right.
then get in the car,
Uh-huh.
then start the car,
Then start that car.
and then drive
Drive
to a nearest dive bar
to dive bar.
where I tell the bartender
Bartender.
I'm an improviser
I'm an improviser.
and I'll have a zip zap zap.
I'll have a zip, zap, zap.
Yes, yes,
Are
I
those-
think you're catching up. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if one Lauren Michaels did not call you on your flip phone and said, Mafanway, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Mafanway, would you come on SNL because we need a true improviser?
I mean, no one does sketch better than improvisers.
That's right. No one does anything better than improvisers. It's true.
Yeah.
The best drivers in I-35? Improvisers. The best politicians in Pflugerville? Improvisers. The best cold fishes in bed? Improvisers. We are everything.
Wow, this is like a real
What do you think this is?
a lighter.
That's right. It's not Olivia Newton-John's latest CD.
All right. I'm so glad I'm getting so many of these right. You got a lot of stuff in those pockets.
Let me tell you, when you're an improviser, it's important, number 1, you wear denim. And number 2, you have pockets. Because you never know in a scene when you might have to bring something out of thin air. Where are you gonna hold all those thin air objects, my ass? Not in your khakis. You need like a cut or something. Let me tell you a story. I don't want to make you panic.
No.
Pasadena,
Oh God.
2007.
Uh-huh.
I was at the Pasadena Improv Festival,
Uh-huh.
and I was doing an improv show, and I don't want to like name drop, with a Timothy Robinson, who later went on Saturday Night Live until they fired him as an actor and kept him as like a writer thing. But that's okay because he's kind of smelly in real life. Anyways, he gave me an offer on stage. And I did not know what to do. Imagine, I'm in Pasadena on stage.
It wasn't dildo, was it?
I wish it was Dildo. Had it been Dildo, I'd have said, "Hey, Dad."
Right.
I didn't know
What was the offer he gave you?
White carpet.
Is that? Do people have white carpet?
I guess in his world he does. I wasn't quite sure what to do. I stood there, frozen, the light on me, unsure what to do. An audience of 3 staring at
I know you said don't panic me, but I'm panicking.
Oh my God, I was just like besides myself. And I don't mean in the out-of-body kind of new age spirituality because I dropped acid before the show. I'm talking I was seriously panicked. The 3 people in the audience, 2 of them were my cousins.
Who's the other one?
Lauren Michaels.
Did he call you up and say, Mr. Sebastian Jovile Taylor, I want you on Saturday Night Live?
Well, the worst thing is, I survived that set. And there I was at the bar pretending not to be drunk, but saying zip zap zup over and over again. And he came up to me, he placed his Canadian hand, which is both happy, healthy, and asexual, on my shoulders, looked me in my one good blue eye, and he said, you know what? My week was worse than yours.